Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the Covenant smugglers of Error.pxp capture the peat moss bog of the Fen. And the Marauders of Goosh Goblins conquer the medicinal hot springs and resort destination of Ebonscale Reach. KOTT News were on the scene all night long and got reactions from the victors. Congratulations on your victory here in the final moments. Putting yourself back on the map with the hometown here in Ebonscale. How do you feel about it?
Feels pretty good to win that victory. We were homeless for a little bit, but things are looking up.
Yeah, indeed. Were you able to get into the fort phase early, or did you happen to get through there in the last minutes?
We got into the fort phase about the 24-minute mark. We had a rough time coming together and getting some lights, but we eventually pulled through at the end and secured the victory.
Indeed you did. Was there anybody who stood out in their performance tonight?
I just want to say shout out to Putin from JDB, who really pulled up and put on a show.
Later in Weaver's Fen, KOTT News caught up with Error leadership to discuss their night. Well, it appears you conserved your energy in Ebonscale for here in Weaver's Fen over in about 10 minutes. Would you care to take us through how you were able to finish it so quickly?
Yeah, well, a lot of motivation. We decided, look, okay, Bamboo really wasn't for us, John. I know I told you that was our next endeavor, but it turns out that shit's hard to cut, and it sucks, and it's not worth a lot, and, so we moved on, and, just let those guys, what's their name? Just, I don't know, sounds like a 6-year-old naming a company or something. They change the name all the time. I don't know, John. We gave it to them, and then now we're over here, and we're like, I feel like getting a little muddy. So here we are in the swamp. And, we tried out our own dive team. We tried some unconventional point teams. And then, we brought a special someone, John. We brought a special someone.
Yes, I couldn't help but notice a few select mercenarial forces out there on the battlefield. Would you care to comment on some of the outstanding players you had out there tonight?
Yeah, we took the most dog shit of Outcast, led by Kylam himself. He's just pretty bad. Some say he's a rat, so we figured that would be perfect for the swamp war, right?
Well, now you're here, you're all set up. It's going to be that much easier to get your contraband up into Mourningdale. What are your next moves?
I didn't think that far. Too many wars today. I'm a little exhausted, and I think I'm just going to go find a tar pit to lay in and call it a night.
As things wound down, KOTT spoke with Gorilla Town about their hold in First Light. Congratulations on your victory here in First Light over in 30 minutes. Would you care to take us through how it went down out there?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought war, honestly, but congrats to both sides. The yellow side did really well. It was hard, the war.
Wars are meant to be hard. They're not supposed to be easy.
It was a mental battle, to stay the full time.
Yep, you have to stay focused for the entire duration, otherwise they'll slip in and take the fort.
Yeah, the entire duration was hard, but we did it. We all did.
Well, great work. Was there anybody who stood out in their performance? Did you see anybody really exceptional tonight?
Everyone who was padding for Peyton was really outstanding.
Everybody.
I support that for the Healer Union.
Returning to our ongoing coverage of the Season 1 pass, last night's card was a 2-liner. Leave a comment below if you're still working on your cards. Looking at the weather for tonight, and once again the sun will shine on all day long, making for another beautiful day. But look out after sunset as the temperatures drop and the corruption invasion forces rise up across 20% of the island. Another submission for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. Tonight, the Marauders of Goosh Goblins attack the Covenant PVXers of Tropical House for control of the northern mountain region of Mourningdale. Goosh Goblins, riding the momentum of their victory last night in Ebonscale, turned their attention across the map to their attempt to plunder the rain-drenched mountain region. Tropical House, riding their own momentum after securing their holy land earlier last week in the final moments, they're not going to rest easy, holding the fort tonight. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.